Hi, I'm Ed. Today we're going to make an omelet, and a good omelet is just about following some basic rules. Very easy. Okay, so the only things you need to make an omelet are a couple eggs, some butter, a little bit of salt. I'm going to throw some chives in later, and a non-stick pan. Those are important. The most important thing is to take these eggs out of the fridge before you're going to cook them, maybe half an hour before, and let them warm up to room temperature. If you want to short circuit that a little, you can put them in a bowl of like warm water from the sink. That would work too. All right, the next step is just very obvious. I'm going to heat up a little butter. The butter, we don't want to get the pan too hot because eggs are delicate, so we don't want to like burn them. So what we're going to do is let the butter melt, and then we're going to let it like foam a little bit, and as soon as the foam subsides, you know it's ready. Alright, so while the butter's melting, quickly just crack 2 eggs. Add a little salt. And then all we are going to do is whip these with a fork just before we chuck them in the pan. That's to get some air into the eggs. That's what makes a nice fluffy omelet. Okay, so the butter's pretty much melted. The foaming is like subsiding now. I'm just going to quickly whip up 2 eggs, get some air into them to make sure that the omelet's fluffy. And then the next thing we're going to do is put the eggs in the bowl, and this is important. We're going to put them in, and then we swirl it around gently a few times to even out the heat. And then, this is the trick, do not touch these again until they're ready. So we're just going to let them cook for a couple minutes. Not too hot, this is like a low-medium heat. Okay, so our omelet's been cooking gently for a couple of minutes now. Now this is the point before it's totally done where we can add stuff like cheese, sauteed mushrooms, shallots. I am just going to snip up a little bit of fresh chives from our garden. Chives is one of the onion family, so it's like adding a little bit of onion in here. And we are almost done. Now can't walk away from this, you gotta watch it. Now it's almost set. I like mine a little bit runny, and don't forget it's still going to keep cooking after we put it on a plate. So all we got to do now is plate this. Okay, to serve this, the traditional way you've seen is like a 3-fold, but I find it's just easier to take it, with a spatula or something like that. It's in a non-stick pan, it's just sliding around. It's almost done. So I'm just going to take up on my plate, do it right in half, right out of the plate. And there you go, that's what it looks like. Okay, now for the final touch. Now I think tomatoes go great with eggs, so all food snobs can leave the room right now as I throw a little ketchup right on there. There you go, omelets.